Hi everybody, this is Tina from Rehatch Designs. Hope you're doing well. I have a little project here. I'm making more ornaments. I make ornaments because I'm told not to bake. So anyway, I have some of this polyacrylic sealer, polyacrylic. I'll link it below. I got it on Amazon. It works really well for what we're going to do. You can use other things, but it works the best, and it's for the money about the same. If you happen to have like a 4 polish or something, it will work pretty much the same. Glue really doesn't, but it gets kind of cloudy, but this dries crystal clear. And then I'm showing you some glitter. You can use just about any glitter you want, but fine glitter probably works the best. But I'm also going to use this chunky white kind of snowy glitter too. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making two really big retro ornaments. And they're going to be super easy, guys. Honestly, you can make these in 5 minutes, and they won't look like you made them in 5 minutes. They'll look really cool. I bought these large ornaments at the Dollar Tree just recently, and they have them. And this is really easy to do. I have a little funnel there, and I poured, I don't know, probably about 2 tablespoons worth of this polyacrylic inside the funnel. And I went ahead and started moving it around. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just twisting the bulb around and around until it coats everything. You just want a light coat on there. You don't want it super thick. And while it's cloudy now, it does dry absolutely crystal clear, and that's what makes this work, is it's kind of a super clear, lightweight glue that you can move around in there. It's not like something you have to paint on. You can, scoot it around in there. And I basically, when I get all done, I shake out as much as I can, and then I put it upside down in the as you saw in that solo cup, and I'll let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes. That's all. So just watch me again. I'm not even measuring. I'm just basically filling up this little funnel, and if I have extra, I'll pour it back in the container. Anyway, this polycleric, or I don't know how to say it, whatever. Anyway, like I said, I'll link it. It will dry clear, but it only takes about 15-20 minutes for it to get to the point where you want to use it. You don't want it to be completely dry, otherwise you can't do the next part. You want it to be kind of tacky. And the way you can tell it's getting tacky is when it gets to the point where it's starting to look almost completely clear. It'll be just a tiny bit cloudy. And that's how you'll be able to tell. So you want to make sure you coat it. And the way you can tell that is just by, what area is cloudy on your bulb, okay? And you can do this with glass bulbs too. And there's other things you can do with this too. You can add coloring to it. You could add alcohol ink. You can, there's all kinds of stuff. But we're going to just do this today. So I'm going to let that sit. And now I've got these really cool napkins. I'll link that too. I got them on Amazon. Unfortunately, you have to buy a lot, but they were not expensive. And I'm actually going to be using them for Christmas. And look at that retro Santa and that Santa Claus. Are they not cute? And most of the time, a lot of times on these napkins, you won't get 3 images like that. So there you go. You hit the jackpot. I have lots and lots of retro Santas now. So I'm going to be doing one ornament that is Santa, and then I'm going to be doing the other one that is a snowman. And I am just going to take a wet, my little water pen and go around it. And I apologize ahead of time, guys. A lot of things were a little bit off screen, and that had to do with my camera angle. So I didn't really check it too well before I did this, but I'll try and walk you through it because it's not really that hard, and you've probably seen me do this a bunch of times if you've been watching me at all. But basically, we're just going to be taking our Santa out, and I'm going to need 2 of them, and you can certainly save the other one. But as I said, I think I had to get like 100 of these napkins or something. Some crazy amount. But now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other one. And of course, I just want kind of a tattered edge because you're going to see the red, but I want it to be like just kind of a halo around them. But they turn out cute, I promise. But anyway, so I'm going to have my 2 Santas, and then I'm going to go do my snowman and get my 2 snowmen. And the Santas are going to go on the gold one, and the snowmen are going to go on the white one because it's going to be a snowball. And so all we're going to do is get our 2 pieces, and then by that time, I am pretty sure that the polyacrylic it'll be time to go ahead and put your glitter on there. And the reason you don't want to put it on there when it's too wet, you don't want it to clump inside there. You want it to be just kind of tacky. And, you know, you can do this on any clear bowl, any shape. It doesn't matter. I actually did it on some that are shaped like hearts. And it turned out really, really cute. But anyway, this is super easy. And you could put the Let It Snow and the Merry Christmas on there too if you wanted to. But anyway, here they are. This is how it looks when it's ready. It's still just a tiny bit cloudy, but it's not dripping out. And that's the perfect time to do this because it's just a little tacky still. So now you're going to go ahead and get ready to put your glitter. And now I just poured what was left over back in the polyacrylic container. And also too, I think I said it earlier, but you can use floor wax if you've got that. I'm trying to think what else would you could. I have never tried the clear glue before. It might work. But I do know like Elmer's glue and Mod Podge and stuff, it doesn't give you that crystal clear look that this does when you get done with it. So anyway, I just dumped a bunch of glitter in there. That is just the ultra fine gold glitter. But again, you can use chunky glitter too. It works. It just has a different look. So now all I'm going to do is basically the same thing we did with the polyacrylic is just move your ball around. I put the top back on to keep it from dumping out, but you really don't have to. You could put your hand there or something. And on the next one, I think I just put my hand there. It's easier. And so then I just dumped out what was left. And as you can see, it completely coated very easily this entire thing. And it didn't really take all that much. So, and it looks really, really cool. So, and there's a multitude of other things you can use this for. But this is a really fun one for retro, I think. So anyway, then after that, I'm going to take, this is the white. And this is really, it's not really white. It's it's kind of a clear looking, whitish look. So it's going to be kind of see-through, which I think is going to look really cool. But I'm just shaking it around. Now see how that looks? Isn't that cool? That is going to look really fun on the snowman. I wanted it to look like snow. And, kind of crystally and shiny. And so I'm shaking it around, making sure it's getting coated. And I put a lot in there. I'd rather put more than not enough because then you know that you're hitting every spot. So anyway, after I've done that, I'm going to just do the same thing I did with the gold. I'm going to just dump it out, and I'll have a big old pile of the white, and I'll dump that back in. So now it's time just to go ahead and put our Santas and our snowmen on, and we're going to use the same polyacrylic as for our glue. And I am just going to put that all over the area that I need to put my Santa down. And this stuff does dry really crystal clear, so it's actually a great glue to have if you want to buy it. But it's shiny, but it works really, really well. So I'm going to start from the middle and push out with my fingers. There is no way to not have any wrinkles on this because it's round. It's going to kind of go around the edges, but that's okay. I just kind of embrace them. And I'm going to go ahead, and then after I get it on there, I just put a coating of the polyacrylic on top. And I'm using a very, very soft brush because I don't want to rip the napkin. And I'll go over it, and I'll probably go over it a couple times, but it does, dry clear. So you'll be able to see the image really well and kind of see through a little bit. If you notice on the Santa, all the areas that were white are now gold. So it gives it a really cool look, I think. If you didn't want that, you could do the Santa on the with the white, or if you have silver, you could do it with silver. That would probably look really cool on his beard and everything, to do it in silver. I don't know, for some reason I just wanted to do gold. So, but however much glitter you have, you can do any color you want. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now. And I'm going to try and line it up, the opposite side, pretty close to the same. So it looks, balanced. So now I'm going to go ahead and start with the white one and do our snowman. And this is really cool, the look on this, because what's going to happen is anywhere it's white on the snowman, you're going to be able to see right through to the glitter. So that looks really cool too. I just love the look on this. I think they turned out really, really cute for very, very little money and very little effort. And I would give these away and not think twice about it, because I think they look really cool. But these are going to go on my tree actually. So I have a big tree, so I like having these a few of these big ones here and there. So I'm basically just doing the same thing, and I'm holding it up so I don't mess up the other side. You don't want to set anything down on it while it, on the napkin part, until it's completely dry. And it doesn't take that long to dry. Within 20 or 30 minutes, it will be completely dry. I personally don't use a heat gun if I can help it. I will if I'm doing a video, but on these plastic bulbs like this, your heat gun can easily melt it or warp it. So you have to be really careful. And your glue gun, if you use your glue gun, don't use it directly on the plastic, because it'll melt it. So, and the glue itself will melt it if it drips on there. So you have to be careful with this. And anyway, so I'm just basically going over it, and I'm sorry that a lot of it is not on camera, but you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And you can see how cool that snowman is. You can see right through it already. So that's how they look. I think they turned out really, really cute. I love them. So now all I'm going to do is, I've got these bells that I bought from the Dollar Tree, and they're not rusted because I'm going retro on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put one of the big bells on there, and I'm using the string that was on the top that came with the ornament, and I'm just going to tie it on I'm just tying it to the very top. You could wire it, you could glue it, but since I had the string, I thought I'd go ahead and do it. And this is just some greenery that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use the holly. I'm just going to use the 3 leaves of the holly, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of glue that on top. And I got to cut everything, the stems to where they'll fit. And then I'm going to put the little holly on top. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun to do it, but you have to be really careful not to get that glue on your ornament because it will melt it. So, you can't see me doing what I'm doing now because I don't know why. I think I had to bring everything toward me and my camera was kind of far away. So, anyway, I'm just going to tie on the bell, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that holly and I snip it in 3 different pieces, and then I glue 1 piece on at a time, and I'm doing it on the top of the ornament on the silver. I went ahead and also I put a dab of glue on that so it would not come off. And anyway, I'm just going to tuck all that in on the top and then put some holly on there. Pretty simple decoration. Of course, sky's the limit. You could do all kinds of things. But anyway, that's all I'm doing. And I've got this ribbon that says Merry Christmas. And it's really cute. And I think it looks kind of retro. It's kind of a grosgrain ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and put that. I cut it in half so I have 2 pieces. And I'm going to put one on each of the ornaments and kind of tie it. And I'm putting that just through the original ring on there. And I didn't paint it or anything. I thought silver worked great for retro. Even though the other one, we had a gold ornament, but we've got the silver bell. And I think that just all ties in really well. And anyway, that's really all I'm going to do to these. I'm going to do one more thing when we get done. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this kind of glitter glue that has kind of a crystal-y look to it on the holly leaves, because just to make it kind of look like snow. And I think that is about all I'm going to do. So now I'm working on the snowman, and you can see the Santa Claus there. He's already done. Super easy, guys. Honestly, you could do these, other than the drying time, the actual make time is probably 5 minutes. And if you do assembly line, you could make a ton of these. And if you've got a lot of different napkins, you could make all different kinds. But I would have no problem giving these away. I think they turned out super, super cute. So I'm going to do the hot glue gun. I'm telling you though, most hot glue guns will melt these things. So don't go directly on there, and don't let the glue drip on there, because if it does, you're going to have a hole or it'll be messed up in some way. So anyway, I'm going to fiddle with that and get everything right, and then, get the bell where I want it, and I glue the bell in place where I want it, and I glue the holly. I'm kind of picky about where it goes. So that's pretty much all I do, other than putting that glitter glue on the leaves, and that kind of tops it all off. And I hope you guys give this a try. And there is a lot of other things you can do with the polyclick, so it's not just, for this. And it is really a good sealer, and you can see it glued down those napkins just fine too. So anyway, now I'm just putting the glitter glue on, and that is just going to top it all off. And I was going to put a little snow on it, but I thought this was enough after I got done. And I didn't want to overcomplicate this. I want it to be pretty easy, because I know we're getting down to the wire here. And as I said, I give stuff like this to neighbors and friends and family, because I'm not allowed to, cook or bake. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.